Hey all, 118 Seth Shadow here. Thank you for the past 2 years, for everyone who has subscribed and everyone who's been watching. I hope these market watches have been fun and informative, and I hope to continue them as we keep going. I know I said I've been trying to do some more content here and there too. I've been doing more box openings and trying to add on a few things like the little theory craft I had around glitters, which turned out to be completely wrong. Turns out that Roroa was the only one that got a new grade 3, and all the other glitters just got new orders instead, which is quite a shame. Well, on top of that, I'll be doing some more content here and there as I can, but market watches will still be my primary going forward. And yep, that's again, thank you again for the past 2 years. And let's go ahead and get into today. So it's going to be a bit of a smaller market watch despite being the 2 year anniversary. There aren't as many big things to cover, and it's mostly going to be things on the lower end or things that are kind of stable right now. So our first item is Glistening Mood Michu, which this has been one of the more prominent Lyrical Monasterio decks to play in competitive right now. And we still have all the lyrical cups and no new major lyrical support outside of Chris Rain coming confirmed in the next few packs. So this card should still be quite dominant when it comes to those, but we've seen a whole lot of different tops when it comes to the Lyrical Monasterio cups. Now, let's see. Right now, Michu's sitting at 575 for its lowest, and we've got 27 listings on this card. Overall, the market price has seen a dip from 8 all the way to 6, and it's continuing on a downtrend, but it's been as low as 5, so it's still not at its absolute low point. But when you consider that it's around $6, well, we're starting to get back to that low point quite quickly. Now, most of the other cards that you would tend to play in Michu are still rather expensive, but overall not too big. They've been dropping off as the deck seems to have been losing a little popularity. Magic of Threaded Connections Pararam, which I had been talking about this before it seemed to have gotten its spike up in value. It's now at 18 listings for its triple rare and seems to have settled around like $8 between the market price and the current listing. The base listing is currently around $9.50, while the market price is close to $7 and is still, it's kind of hit a snag and is just kind of floating for the last week. But overall, it's seen a sharp increase from as low as $1. So if you pick these up when they were just chump change, you got a lot of value, as this card has seen a drop in volume, but it's still pretty stable. The highest listing sold was $15, and that was more recent. And we've seen highs of $6 to $7, and even above that. So this card is starting to sell higher. So I'd keep in mind, if you do want to pick this up, it is overall up in value. With some new Super Dimensional Robo support that was announced for DivineZ 6, I wanted to revisit Dayusha, and I've got Lady up here as well. Both of them are still sitting around $4 or $5 for their base rarities, which are both triple rares right now, and they've still got over 20 listings apiece. If you want to pick up the silver rares, Dayusha's close is about $12.50 to start, with a market price over $13. Lady is over $8 right now. The FFRs for Dayusha and Lady are both above $40, and Dayusha also has a secret rare available for as low as $265, which is only a little bit lower than its current market price of $276. Fairy of Flower Nectar Courtier. This had been seeing an increase when Illusionless Stripe first came out, but we have a lot of listings back on the market for the double rare, and it's now the cheapest on the market again, which is the most stable that it should be. It's $1.50 base, and there are 32 listings. The FR is currently almost $3 with 11 listings, and the silver rare is currently sitting around $5 with 13 listings. So after seeing what happened with Avarice Wrestler and what we've been seeing with the Dragon Empire variant, I would pay attention to all of these order plays that are all generic from set 2, And if you do need to pick them up, at about $1 to $2, I'd say they're good pickups at double rares. There's been a slight drop in Roxe for Varga. We have a few copies that are closer to $30, including this lightly played that's now $25. And then there are a number of copies available for $30 and under. A few of them are lightly played though, although I would just pay attention to some of these sellers who note them as lightly played, as if they mark a lot of their cards as lightly played, they're probably closer to near mint, but they're being more cautious at this point to avoid any sort of issue with feedback. So the card is seeing a lot more decreases in value back towards the $30 mark, but it's still one of the most expensive triple rares to pick up in this set right now. And as Varga gets more support in DivineZ 5, we'll see if it goes up or down from there. Combine Rusher is down in price to, not by that much though. It's $16 at the lowest to pick up, and that's actually for the original copy. If you want the Orphis reprint right now, that's actually more expensive at $18 to pick up for its base. The FFR is currently at $53, and at this point, I think it's still really only Eva that considers playing this. I'm not sure if there's any other deck that really considers this right now. The Dark States promo energy that you can pick up from the BCS has had a sell, but it doesn't have any more listings on the market, and it's sold for $70. I haven't seen any of the others on the market yet, and I still haven't really seen any new additions for any of the promo triggers either. So just wanted to point this one out as it was the only one I saw. Conceited Noble Philander is back up to the $30 range with 8 listings on the market. $35 is the current base price, and the market price is not $30 right now, it's $28. But it's had a drop-off since about mid-September. Even so, it's been holding quite high, and it still has a range of sales from 20 to 45. And volume is starting to kind of stabilize with how many? About, I'd say maybe 4 copies a day on average. 3 to 4 copies a day. And most of them are selling in the $20 to $30 range, with a few that have sold. I guess those higher sales were actually closer back here, and they haven't sold as high recently. In terms of volume that's available, most of them are available for $35. Actually, everything is $35 right now except for the last listing, which only has 1 copy anyway. Operate Master Fryhar is currently around $7 to pick up for its original and reprint. And there are a number of listings for both, so if you do need to pick this up, it's significantly cheaper than it has been overall, and they're lower than their market prices on the base. As for the FFR, though, that one is back up to $100, pretty solid when you consider the market price at $101, and there are 4 listings on that one. And our last card for today is Skyrender Avangarda, the base grade 3 that you can pick up from set 9. So this card has actually been seeing an increase in its market price over the last few months, where it was as low as about $3 back in late August, and now the market price is almost $7. Right now, the base listing is just over $8, and most of the listings available are around $9. Consolidation is more so... heavy consolidation around $15, but there are a good amount of copies at $10 or lower to pick up. The only play set at the lowest right now is at $10, which, that's actually my listing. Okay. Otherwise, the base listing does have 3 copies available. And yeah, I'm interested as to why it's going up like this. Probably, I don't know, it's probably just general interest. It is a nice card to play, and if it does get more support down the line, it'll be interesting. The Deluxe is coming up for the anime series, so we could see more support on this, but potentially a new grade 3 too. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you again for the past 2 years. See you guys later.